Okay, the title should be like this. The primitive future. It means, of course, every architect is thinking about future, the future city and the future lifestyle or future landscape. But in every future, I think the architecture should be used by people and used by human body. So I think in 22nd century, even in 25th century, people is using architecture. And the people is kind of, I think, very, very primitive existence because we are kind of animals. So our behavior is based on very primitive principles. So I like to restart to think about architecture from such kind of a very, very fundamental, primitive attitude to think about architecture or to think about the future architecture. That is the meaning of this the title. And the first question is the nest or cave. Both sounds very primitive. Oh, sorry, sounds very primitive. Both is very similar, looks very similar, but I think these two is very, very different, opposite concept. Thinking about the nest of the people. It is, I can say, it is a place well prepared for people, well designed for people. So the functional architecture is like a nest for people because the nest is very comfortable, designed nicely, comfortable for people. So the functional things is the well-done nest for people. And this is local visual, and he said the functional architecture is the modern architecture. So that is the nest. And then what is cave? And I like to say cave is the space not designed for people. So this is the opposite. The nest is well designed for people, and the cave is not designed for people because cave is just a landscape, and I don't care about the people, don't care who live in or who come in, something. So that is the opposite concept. But thinking about living inside of the cave, it sounds a little bit strange. And if you enter the cave, you will be very, very embarrassed because there is no sofas, no tables, no functions. But after, I think, for example, 30 minutes, then gradually you will see or you will find your comfortable corners to, for example, sleep. Or in the landscape of the cave, you find this kind of space to put something on or sit on some things. So the cave has a nice landscape, and people could react or could be inspired by such kind of reactions to find their own functions. So the function is not prepared, but you will find your own functions. That is a big difference from nest and cave. So in the nest, the function is well prepared, given for you. But in the cave, functions is more creative interactions between space and your body. So the space and your body has a mutual, deep relationship. And then you will find your own functions. So I think the nest is okay to leave, not worry about the things. But in 21st century, cave-like space, more creative relationship between space and your body will be very, very exciting to leave. That is my starting point. And this project, it is 10 years ago when I have no project, so I invented my own project. This is a house, even though it doesn't look like a house, but I intended this is a house or a place for people to live. You can see many, many, many steps. This is a size 35 centimeter. Then you will see, if you like, you can sit on. Or if you like, the double size is the height of like this table, or you can use these steps as shelves or something like that. So it seems there is no functions, no floors, no rooms, but within these landscapes, artificial landscapes, you will find huge amount of functions depending on your feelings or depending on how many people are there or depending on the seasons or something like that. So no prepared functions, but depends on your creativity. You can find the infinite functions in it. So like this is the diagram. How people react to the landscape. So it seems it is just the huge step monster, but if you like to react or if you like to be here, then you can react automatically to this landscape. Like this. And this is the photo I took in Vietnam, the Asian, typical Asian market. And you will see how chaos is kind of market. But it's surprising because she finally found her own comfortable space in this chaos to sleep. That is really, really creative, lazy attitude. And this is my office. Again, it's really crowded and chaos, but I hope he's my staff. I hope he finally finds his own comfortable space. And this is Bangkok, again, the market. And she found a nicely comfortable, creative space. And this is my office. So I think in Asian country, within such kind of a chaos, we can find some nice place for your body or some nice functions within such kind of a chaos. It's just a relationship between space and your body. It could be very, very creative or enjoyable for you to have a daily life in such a nice landscape. And again, this is the modern architecture, Le Corbusier. Here I like to say the modern architecture likes to define things and divide things simply and create architecture. In here you will see only 3 elements of architecture: floors, columns, and stairs. That's it. That's all. So of course the architecture is more complicated, more complex things, but Le Corbusier says, no, simply we can say only 3 elements could create architecture: floors, columns, and stairs. And the floor is not columns, and the columns is not the stairs. So each element is clearly divided, clearly defined, and assembled them together again. So that is the attitude of the modern age. Divide clearly, this is this, and this is not this, and that is not this and this. So such kind of attitude is the functionalism. If you like to sit, you have to sit on the chair, not here, or something like that. But here, you will see many plates, floatings. But if you like to say this is a floor, then other guy says this is not a floor, this is a chair, or this is a shelves, or something like that. So you can see plate-like things, but the meanings of the plate, the floors or slabs, is ambiguous. It's floating. And then if you react to the space, then the meanings is coming to you, only to you. So if you like to sit, that is a chair or bench. If you like to sleep, that is a floor or beds. Or if you like to go up, that is a staircase. So Le Corbusier says, this is this and this is not this. But I like to say, this could be this, but that could be another this or something like that. The meanings is melding together. It's like a chaos, but not just a chaos. It's a kind of an infinite landscape of activities. So that is the big difference from modern age and my proposals. Modern age, everything is clear. Black and white, 0, 1. 0 is not 1. Black is not white. But here, you will see black and white is okay. But between black and white, you will see various different colors. So you can choose your own favorite colors from that. That is the big difference. And the previous project was a really purely conceptual. But fortunately, I got a chance to create, to realize that concept in a real architecture. This is a very small wooden cottage. The same concept, 35 centimeter steps, but this time I used a solid wooden block to start. And this is a very small, 4 meter cube. And the concept is like this. So you will see there is no clear floor definitions. The people is floating inside. And we made many models, and many sections, and many wooden blocks, stacking, and finally it's finished. And it has, of course, the glass and the skylights, roofs, and the showers and toilets in it. So it is, even it is small, but it is the real architecture. And inside, you can see how people react to the space, to use such kind of a very strange areas, to create the new relationship between people and people, or people and space. And here, yeah, you can choose this place to sleep. I think that place is very dangerous to sleep. If you turn down, it's, yeah, dangerous. But it's okay, it's up to you. If you like to be, how to say, thrilling feelings, you can choose. Or if you like to be more comfortable, you can choose different place. Or these kind of tricky attitude. It's possible. But anyway, this is like a landscape. And a free landscape. But the size of the 35 centimeter is very important. Because that is the key which creates the relationship between your body and the space. And this is a very recent project, just finished in this June in Tokyo. And again, three-dimensional floating floors create the artificial landscape. And this is a private house, and you can see how this house is very small. This is the size of the car, and the street, the house. The plot in Tokyo is very small. So we thought the maximum size of the living space is just a small living space. So we decided not to go there, not to do that, but divide the plot more and more smaller to create many rooms or many floors. And you will see, for example, this floor is 1.4 meter, 2 meter, like that. This floor 2. And this floor, the maximum size 2.5 and 3 meters, something like that. And this is another floor. So each floor has the size of the furniture. But then, if we stack them, it is not just the furniture. It could be the space for people to live, or it could be the space for people to have a communication. And of course, at the same time, it works as furniture as well. So it is in between furniture and architecture. Yeah, like this. This is the kitchen area, the library area, the bedrooms, and the living space. I don't know how to give it a name, but every floor is a very small, like a table. But you can use these kind of small areas as rooms, or as furniture, or as chairs, or everything. And you will see, yeah, the group of these kind of small floors could create a nice openness of the space. So you will feel nice openness, but at the same time surrounded by small pieces of floors, like this. And this is the model. We made many forms. Yeah, here you can see how this is the furniture, and this is the floor. This is the treatment. This is the bookshelves. This is the furniture. So no difference or less difference between